I keep searching for the moment where you start to fade away, but every memory I reach for still wants to stay. It's hard to tell where you end now and where I begin. Like something in my story won't give in. The past still breathes in quiet corners I never left behind. A gentle kind of confusion in my mind. I thought that time would draw a line and make it clear to see, but nothing ever separates you from me. Where you end and I begin is something I can't find, a blurred and fragile boundary in my mind. And every echo in the silence feels like it knows the truth of everything we became, me and you. I walk through days without direction, like I'm half of what I was, as if I lost the other part, because even silence feels divided between then and now, like nothing really answers how. The world keeps acting like it knows me, but I don't feel the same, like I'm just carrying fragments of your name. I thought I'd feel more hope by now, but I feel split in two between what I became and you. Where you end and I begin keeps shifting every day. A quiet kind of confusion won't go away. And every time the sound returns, it pulls me back once more to everything we used to be before. Maybe love was never simple. It blurred the lines between two hearts that slowly turned unseen. And maybe I was never ready to separate us clean, so I keep you in my ending and my in-between. Even unclear endings still occur. The night becomes a quiet witness to what remains. A love that never fully left its chains. And somewhere in that blurred horizon, you still feel true. A fragile kind of ending I go through. Where you end and I begin is something I can't say. A quiet kind of merging that won't decay. And if the world forgets the reason, I still hold on to you. In everything I am, it's you. It's you. It's you. I keep searching for the moment where you start to fade away. But every memory I reach for still wants to stay. It's hard to tell where you end now and where I begin. Like something in my story won't give in. The past still breathes in quiet corners I never left behind. A gentle kind of confusion in my mind. I thought the time would draw a line and make it clear to see, but nothing ever separates you from me. I've been drifting through the hours without a place to land. Like every step I take is slipping through my hand. The world keeps moving in its rhythm, but I fall out of time, as if I lost the part of me that used to align. Even silence feels less empty than it used to be before, because now it only reminds me what I'm searching for. I thought I'd find my balance if I just kept moving on, but drifting doesn't end when you're gone. I'm just drifting without you now, through spaces undefined. A quiet kind of emptiness inside my mind, and every echo in the silence feels like it pulls me through to all the pieces of myself I lost with you. I pass through days like passing shadows without leaving a trace. I'm a stranger to the moments I face. Even time feels unreliable. It bends without a plan, like nothing ever holds its shape in my hand. The city lights look unfamiliar, like they've forgotten me, as if I'm just a passing thought at sea. I thought that I would feel direction once I let you go, but drifting only shows me what I know. I'm just drifting without you now. No anchor, no reply. A quiet kind of motion passing by. And every time the sound returns, it drags me back again to everything I lost in you back then. Maybe love was just a harbor I never learned to stay, and maybe I was never ready to drift away. So I carry every distance inside my chest, a wandering kind of silence, I confess. Now I don't try to stop it, I let it be, because even drifting endlessly is part of me. The night becomes a quiet ocean without a shore in sight, a love that never taught me how to write. And somewhere in the moving distance, you still feel near, a fragile kind of memory I hold dear. I'm just drifting without you now, through everything I knew, a fading kind of journey without you. And if the world forgets the reason, I still hold on true. I'm still drifting without you. It's you. It's you. After all this time, I still remember the way you used to stay, like nothing in the world could pull you away. I tried to rebuild my quiet life around what isn't there, but every corner of my mind still knows you were there. The days move forward without asking if I'm ready to move on, as if the part of me you touched myself it would get lighter with every passing day. But some memories don't follow time's way. After all this time, I'm still holding what I never let go. A quiet kind of feeling that moves slow, and every echo in the silence still calls out your name, like nothing ever really changed. I've learned to live with empty moments that used to feel so full, like something warm has turned into something dull. Even laughter from the outside feels slightly out of place, like it forgot the shape of your face. The world keeps acting like it knows me, but I feel out of tune, like I'm still living in a moment too soon. I thought that I would be okay by now, I'd understand. But healing doesn't always go as planned. After all this time, I'm still searching for something left behind, a quiet kind of longing in my mind. And every time the sound returns, it takes me back again to everything we never said back then. Maybe love was never meant to stay within our reach. Some things are only lessons they teach. And maybe I was never ready to let it disappear. So I keep everything you were right here. Now I don't try to change it, I let it be. 'Cause even what is gone is part of me. The night becomes a quiet witness to what remains, a love that softly lingers in my veins. And somewhere in the fading distance, you still feel true, a fragile kind of afterthought of you. After all this time, I'm still holding what never really ends, a quiet kind of memory that bends. And if the world forgets the reason, I still hold on to you. After all this time, it's true. the feeling anymore. I let it stay with me, like something I was meant to keep. I'm free. The days don't heal the way they promised. They only rearrange the way I hold your memory through change. I carry you in quieter ways that no one ever sees, a gentle kind of weight in me. I thought the time would take you out of everything I knew, but time just taught me how to live with you. I'll hold on until it fades, if it ever really does. A soft and steady breaking of us, and every echo in the silence feels like it understands a love that never leaves me, but it can't stand. I walk through life without a hurry, just moving through the stream, like everything I touch now is less than it seems. Even happiness feels distant, like it doesn't know my name, as if I'm not the same again. The world keeps spinning like it always did, but I don't feel the turn, like I'm still waiting for a lesson to learn. I thought I'd reach a final moment where I would feel release, but nothing here is final, at least. I'll hold on until it fades, even if it never goes. A quiet kind of memory that grows, and every time the sound returns, it pulls me back through time to everything that still feels mine. Maybe love was never built to leave without a trace. It stays inside the smallest space. And maybe I was never ready to say it's truly gone, so I keep holding on long. Now I don't ask for answers, I let it be, because even fading love is part of me. The night becomes a quiet witness to what remains, a love that softly lingers in my veins. And somewhere in the fading light, you still exist, a fragile kind of memory I can't resist. I'll hold on until it fades, if fading ever comes, a quiet kind of ending I try to fill the space you left behind with ordinary days, but everything I do still finds your ways. Even silence feels familiar now, like it knows your name, as if it never learned to change. I smile when people talk to me, like I'm still the same inside, but they don't see what I keep denied. I told myself I'd move ahead, that I would be okay, but missing you doesn't fade that way. I'm still missing you in quiet ways that never disappear, a gentle kind of absence I keep near, and every echo in the silence feels like it pulls me through to everything I never stopped with you. I walk through places we once shared, like nothing ever was, but every corner keeps your shape, because even time doesn't erase it, it only softens lines, but what we had still lives inside my mind. The world keeps speaking like it knows, but I don't hear the same. Everything feels incomplete without your name. I thought the distance would be healing, that space would set me free, but missing you became part of me. I'm still missing you in quiet ways that no one ever sees, a silent kind of longing in me. And every time the sound returns, it takes me back again to all the love I never let end. Maybe love doesn't really end, it only changes form, from something warm and real to storm. And maybe I was never ready to let it drift away, so I keep missing you each day. Now I don't try to fight it, I let it stay, because even missing you has its way. The night becomes a quiet witness to what remains, a love that still exists in chains. And somewhere in the missing distance, you still feel true, a quiet kind of memory I go through. I'm still missing you in quiet still hold on to you. I'm still missing you. It's true. I read your silence like a message I was never meant to keep. Hidden meanings underneath what you didn't speak. Every pause felt like a language I tried to understand, but nothing ever stayed the same in my hand. We said so little, but it carried more than words could show. Like something neither of us knew how to let go. I thought I heard you clearly in everything unsaid, but silence builds its own truth in my head. It's all between the lines now that I keep replaying through. A quiet kind of story about us two, and every echo in the silence feels like it knows my name. A love that never spoke aloud, but came. I walk through memories half written, like pages torn apart, where every missing word still feels like heart. Even time feels like a riddle I can't quite solve or place. Like everything we were is lost in space. The world keeps talking in full sentences, but I hear something else, like fragments of what we became ourselves. I thought that clarity would help me to finally be free, but some things only make sense quietly. It's all between the lines now that I still can't read right. A soft and blurred reminder every night, and every time the sound returns, it pulls me back again to everything we almost said back then. Maybe love was never spoken, it lived in what we hid, in all the things we nearly did. And maybe I was never ready to read it as it was, so I keep living between, because now I don't try to decode it. Somewhere in that silence, you still feel true, a fragile kind of meaning I go through. It's all between the lines now, they never fade away. A quiet kind of love that stays. And if the world forgets the reason, I still hold on to you. Between the lines, it's true. Never gave a final sentence, no closing of the door, just silence that kept stretching evermore. I kept expecting something clearer, a moment I could name, but you just slowly disappeared the same. No anger, no last conversation, no words to mark the end, just distance learning how to be a friend. I thought I needed closure to finally move ahead, but silence can be louder than what was said. There was no final goodbye from you, just fading in the air, a quiet kind of leaving everywhere. And every echo in the silence still calls your name to me, a love that never ended technically. I walk through days that feel unfinished, like pages left half read, where every thought still circles what we said. Even time feels less important, like it lost its weight, when everything we had just slowly changed its state. The world keeps talking like it knows me, but I don't feel the same, like I'm still stuck inside the space you became. I thought that endings came with structure, a moment I could see, but some departures happen quietly. There was no final goodbye from you, no line to mark the fall, just absence learning how to be it all. And every time the sound returns, it pulls me back again to everything we didn't say back then. Maybe love doesn't need a finish to stop existing here. It just dissolves into the air and fear. And maybe I was never ready The night becomes a quiet witness to what we knew. A love that never said goodbye, but withdrew. And somewhere in that ending space, you still remain, a fragile kind of silence in my pain. There was no final goodbye from you, just echoes left behind, a quiet kind of ending in my mind. And if the world forgets the reason, I still hold on to you. No final goodbye is true. You never gave a final sentence, no closing of the door, just silence that kept stretching evermore. I kept expecting something clearer, a moment I could name, but you just slowly disappeared, the same. No anger, no last conversation, no words to mark the end, just distance, learning how to be a friend. I thought I needed closure to finally move ahead, but silence can be louder than what was said. There was no final goodbye from you, just fading in the air, a quiet kind of leaving everywhere. And every echo in the silence still calls your name to me, a love that never ended, technically. I walk through days that feel unfinished, like pages left half read, where every thought still circles. We made promises in softer tones that time could not sustain, like words we thought would always mean the same. At the moment they felt certain, like they would never break, but distance has a way of changing what we make. I still remember how we said them, like they were carved in there, but now they feel like echoes somewhere. I thought that if we meant them, they would stay intact, but even truth can fracture looking back. These are empty promises now, still hanging in my mind, a fragile kind of memory I can't unwind. And every echo in the silence feels like it knows the truth of everything we swore to, me and you. I walk through days that feel unsteady, like nothing holds its place, as if the world forgot the shape of grace. Even simple conversations feel heavier than before, like every word I hear just leads to more. The past keeps slipping into present without permission or sound, like something I can't leave behind. I thought that time would soften it and take the weight away, but some promises don't fade, they stay. These are empty promises now that never fade to dust, a quiet kind of breaking in trust. And every time the sound returns, it pulls me back again to all the words we never kept back then. Maybe love was built on moments that couldn't hold their shape, a fragile kind of future we escape. And maybe I was never ready to see them fall apart, so I keep all these promises in my heart. Because even broken promises teach me. The night becomes a quiet witness to what we were, a love that slowly turned into blur. And somewhere in those empty echoes, you still remain, a fragile kind of promise in my pain. These are empty promises now that never go away, a quiet kind of memory that stays. And if the world forgets the reason, I still hold on to you. Inside these empty promises, it's true. Days that feel too wide, like something's missing in the air. Even the light looks half alive without you there. The world keeps moving like it should, but I don't move the same. It feels like I'm just passing through without a name. I hear your presence in the spaces between each passing sound, like something I can almost touch but can't hold down. I told myself I'd learn to breathe without what we had, but breathing feels like something I forgot I ever had. It's this hollow distance in my chest that never seems to end, a quiet kind of longing I defend. And every echo in the silence feels like it pulls me back to every little piece of us I lack. I try to fill the empty hours with anything I find, but nothing stays in place for long. Inside my mind, even laughter from the outside world feels far away and thin, like I'm behind a glass I can't step in. The night becomes a slow reminder of everything we were, a memory that never learns to blur. I thought that time would make it lighter, that I would feel release, but time just makes the quiet increase. It's this hollow distance in my chest that lingers when I sleep, a broken kind of promise I still keep. And every time the sound returns, it pulls me through the past, to all the things I couldn't make last. Maybe love was never built to stay within our hands. It drifts away like shifting sand from plan. And maybe I was never ready for what would come apart, so I carry all the distance in my heart. Fight the emptiness, I let it stay, because even hollow spaces have their way. The night becomes a quiet mirror of what I feel inside, a love that never truly left but died. And somewhere in that hollow feeling, you still remain, a fragile kind of echo in my pain. It's this hollow distance in my chest that never lets me go, a quiet kind of absence I still know. And if the world forgets the reason, I still hold on to you inside this hollow distance. It's true. Watch the night begin to fade without a sound or sign. Like everything we built together was left behind in time. The colors of the room grow pale, like fading photographs, and even memories start to lose their path. I try to hold on to the details, but they slip through my hands like water running through the lines I planned. I know nothing stays the same forever. Even love must change its shape. But some goodbyes don't arrive, they just escape. It's a slow dissolve of feeling that I cannot control, a quiet kind of breaking in the soul. And every echo in the silence feels like it understands a love that slowly vanishes from my hands. I walk through days that feel less certain, like edges wearing thin, as if the world forgot the place I've been. Your voice appears in distant echoes, then fades before I reach, like something just beyond my grasp and speech. The city moves without me noticing. Time doesn't look behind, but I'm still standing in the place you left behind. I thought I'd feel it ending clearly, like a door would gently close, but endings often happen without shows. It's a slow dissolve of memory that lingers in my chest, a quiet kind of losing what I loved best. And every time the sound returns, it brings you back again to everything that slowly fades. And then maybe love was never meant to stay in solid form. It changes like the weather after the storm. And maybe I was never ready to watch it disappear, so I keep living in the fading you left here. Now I don't fight the fading anymore, I let it be, because even disappearing love belongs to me. The night becomes a quiet witness to what remains, a love that slowly softens into stains. And somewhere in the dissolving silence, you still exist, a fragile kind of memory I can't resist. It's a slow dissolve of feeling that never really ends, just echoes of a story that